Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mercedes. If you're new here, welcome to the channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about exiting your lazy girl era and accomplishing your goals in 2024. Before we get into today's video, give this one a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff, share with a friend or family member, and let's get into today's video. So I really want this video to be informative. I want you guys to take something away from this video. So get your notepad, get your pen, and let's get into it. Exiting your lazy girl era is going to come with establishing a routine to get you out of what you've been doing as of late. This does not mean waking up at 5 a.m. because somebody said that that's what rich people do. No, establishing a routine that is going to work for you, that you're going to willingly participate in. And we all know that routines take time. It takes time to establish a good routine. So I'm not asking you to establish a routine that's set in stone. I'm saying try it out. Give it a week or two. If it's not working, try something new. Every day is going to be different. Every routine for each day may look different for you because that's just the lifestyle that you have. As a single mom, I don't expect to be on routine every single day because at any given moment, life can change for me. But what I am saying is that I want consistency. So there are going to be days where I have this routine that I stick to and that works for me. A routine should make you feel good when you're doing it. After you've completed that routine, you should feel good in some capacity. We shouldn't be out here just doing stuff because this is what people said is going to work, but it's not working for you and your lifestyle. Realistically, we would all love to sleep in, stay in bed, but even at some point that would get old. So let's be realistic and let's get a morning routine down. How can I establish an effective morning routine? Implement something that you enjoy doing. It could be having morning coffee. Oh, I cannot wait to wake up so I can get me my morning coffee. Oh, I can't wait to wake up so I can go check on my garden. Oh, I can't wait to wake up because this book, I was just dreaming about it. I can't wait to see what the plot is. I'm so ready to read it. I need to read my Bible. I want to study. I want to talk to God. Whatever it is that will amp you up in your routine, implement it. If it's working out, oh, I got to get to the gym so I can work out, perfect my body. Whatever it is that will make you feel good, implement it. Put it up in your routine so that you have something to look forward to. We all should be grateful that we woke up to see another day. And I think we take that for granted. But believe it or not, there are some people who are not going to wake up. There are some people who won't be able to even start their routine. So you should be grateful for even opening your eyes. But sometimes we do need an extra push, and that is okay. A routine calls for you to train your mind. Believe it or not, we've all operated on some type of routine throughout our lives, whether it was waking up, going to school from pre-K to 12th grade, or even in college. We've all had some type of routine. So you can't say, well, I don't know how to have a routine. I'm not disciplined enough. I know there was days you didn't want to wake up and go to school, but you know you had to. You know your mama was going to make you get your butt up and get on that bus or walk to school or get dropped off. You knew it. So regardless of whether you felt like it or not, you still had to do it. And sometimes it didn't take your mom saying, you better get your butt up or whatever the case may be. No, you got up because either you didn't want to hear her mouth or you knew if you didn't get up, it was going to be an issue. It was going to be a problem. So we know how to operate on routine. It's just us needing to build an effective routine in our adult lives that work for us, that stimulate us, that motivate us, that push us. And at the end of the day, it takes repetition. It takes you doing it over and over and over again to establish a good routine. So don't beat yourself up about it. You're going to have days where you fall off, but you have to get back up and try again and keep it pushing. Don't allow one screw up, one mess up to knock you off your path. Outside of your morning routine, every single day, I want you to write down how you want your day to go. Even if you write it down and you never have your day go as planned, write it down, keep writing it down, keep writing it down. Eventually, you're either going to get tired of writing it down, you're going to do that routine. Writing a routine consistently, this is how I want my day to go. You're eventually going to get tired of writing down a routine that you're not doing. So either you're going to implement the routine in your everyday life or you're just going to stop writing it down. And that just tells me that you're not ready to exit your lazy girl era. You are not ready to accomplish your goals in 2024 like you said you were. You got to hold yourself accountable. If you say you're gonna do what you gotta do, then you're gonna do what you gotta do. And this means doing things that really in the moment probably don't serve you any purpose. Like me writing down my routine and I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to follow it. What's the point? The point is that you know that this is the routine I want to do. This is how I want to live each day of my life. This is how I want things structured, how I want things to go. And when you put that out there, and you put it in the universe and you say, this is how I want my day to go, this is what I want for myself, eventually it's going to align. But sometimes we got to do the things that we don't want to do. We got to do the things that sometimes don't make sense to us in that moment. Next up, we have to realize the habits we were currently doing in our lazy girl era. We know what we were doing a lot when we were being lazy. We wasn't just sitting and doing nothing. We were scrolling, we was on social media, we was gossiping, we was watching reality shows or TVs and stuff that really wasn't feeding us. You know, when you're doing something and after you finish doing whatever it is, you just felt so unproductive. You felt like you got nothing done. You felt like you were being lazy. Make notes of those moments that you have when you're scrolling on TikTok, you're scrolling on Instagram, and when you're done scrolling, you be like, dang, time just passed and I haven't done anything. I haven't accomplished anything. I feel lazy. Those are the habits that you need to take a step back from, and you need to figure out, how can I adjust this? I don't want to feel like this. If I'm scrolling on Instagram all day, how can I make this feel more productive in my life? If I can't make it feel more productive, then I don't need to be doing it. If Instagram is not giving me any productivity, I'm not posting about my business, I'm not reaching out to brands are not reaching out to me, I'm not posting for content, I don't need to do this. Because if you were doing those things, it wouldn't make you feel lazy. You wouldn't say that you were being unproductive because you were doing things that served you a purpose. But if you're just on there doing nothing, you know, scrolling and scrolling, that's why you feel lazy. That's why you feel unproductive. So if you're gonna scroll, make it productive. And if you can't make it productive, stop scrolling. Note that on any journey, whether it's accomplishing your goals, whether it's trying to learn something new, learn a new language, learn a new way of life, whatever, learning a new skill, repetition is so important. When you do something over and over and over again, although in the moment it seems dreadful, it seems like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this, eventually it just sticks and then it's all worth it. And even in that repetition, you're going to fall off, you're going to fall down, you're going to slack. But you got to get up and keep going, keep doing it, and keep moving forward. You can't allow that one fall off or that one failure keep you down or throw you off your path, because again, that just shows me that you're not ready, because this road is not a straight road. You're going to have twists, you're going to have curves, and we know this. Our brains know this, but sometimes we like to fight against it and be like, oh, well, it's the end of the world. I done fell off. I can't come back from this. And you failed so many times and you got right back up, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be sitting here. You wouldn't be sitting here watching this video right now. That tells me that you failed a few times, but guess what? You've gotten back up. And you've kept it pushing and you've kept going. If you're feeling complacent in life, make a change. I don't care how small or how big it is. Make that change. I don't care if you gotta get a new phone, if you gotta change your room around, your house around, if you have to declutter your life, you have to get rid of some stuff, get rid of some people. Make a change, small or big, it does not matter. And it's going to make you feel so much better. It's going to make you feel like, okay, you know, there's some weight lifted off of my shoulders. I feel a little better. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. I'm moving again. At the end of the day, don't sit around saying, oh, I need to do better one day. Oh, I got to do better one day. And you don't even have to say the one day. It's the, oh, I'm going to do better. Oh, I got to do better. Oh, I got to change that. What do you have to change? Why do you need to do better? Like, really sit in whatever you don't like about yourself, because there are going to be times where you don't like certain habits, traits about yourself. But guess what? Only you can change those things. Only you can change it. So sit in whatever it is. Write it down. I want to be a better student. I want to be a better employee. I want to be a better person. I want to improve my life in a way that is sustainable. Don't just talk about what you're going to do. Start doing it. Start making the necessary steps to do it. Sit in your stuff, whatever that is. Write down what you don't like about yourself, what you want to change. Don't just say, oh, I need to change. What do you need to change? What do you need to do better at? Execute your goals. I cannot stress this enough. If you wrote it down, if you put it on your vision board, you put it on your prayer board, you ask God, you talk to God about it because you really wanted it and you really see it for yourself, go and get it. It is not going to come to you. It takes work, baby. It takes work. It takes discipline. It takes strategies. It takes you going all in. We can't just keep sitting here waiting on life to get better. We can't just keep sitting here waiting on the world to change. We can't just keep sitting here thinking that, oh, it's going to get better for us. We're going to get, reparations. We're going to get all this stuff to make our lives better. Baby, we've been sitting in this for however long. We got to do the work. And I know it's like, oh, I got to work. Why I got to work 10 times as hard as the next person? Why I have to upload 5 videos to her 2 videos and her 2 videos get more views than my 5? Life is not fair. It's not. And it is what it is. But you're going to have to keep working 10 times as harder if you want that life that you desire. If you know that, unfortunately, I got to put in 10 times the work to get the life that I desire. Guess what? Oh, well, I guess I got to put in 10 times the work because I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing it for the generations that come after me. I'm doing it for my grandkids. I don't want them to grow up and realize that nobody in my family is successful. Nobody in my family did anything with their life. Nobody in my family is reputable and is worth mentioning. I want them to mention me. If my family generations to come mention me, I know I did my job. I don't care about being the next celebrity, A-list, D-list. I don't care about being the next big timer, wealthy, riches, Forbes list type of woman. That's not what I'm living for. I'm living for God and I'm living for the legacies that come after me. And as long as they know who I am and what I did for this family, that is all that matters. I look at my accomplishments that may seem so small to the world. First generation high school graduate, first generation college graduate, first generation with 2 degrees. It's the first time homeowner. Like, these are things that I want my family to know that I started and they can have it. I want them to know that they can have these things. Like me growing up, I didn't think this stuff was possible. Just being a corporate America employee, I didn't know no doctors, no nurses, no teachers in my family. And it seems so small to this big world, but this is coming from a girl that didn't see that, didn't have that, didn't have nothing to look up to but these celebrities, but never looked up to these celebrities. It's crazy how still got this far with all the limitations that I had. So when I say I am willing to go hard, I am willing to work. I know how it feels to have nothing. I know how it feels to be at the bottom and feel like there's no way, there's no hope. How can somebody like me get to a certain place in this life? I didn't ever think that I could be a homeowner because it just never happened in my family. I didn't think that I could go to college and graduate because it just didn't happen in my family. I didn't think these things, but now I do. Now I believe because I've done it. So there's going to be times where you're self-doubting and you're not believing because it just doesn't seem obtainable. But believe, people have done stuff that they didn't think that they could do. You got to believe that you can do stuff that you didn't think you could do. Baby, let me tell you, I'm going to just leave y'all with this. Every day, I remind myself, are you proud of what you've done thus far? If your eyes didn't open tomorrow, would you be okay with the work and anything that you've done to this day? Would you be able to rest peacefully? Every day is not going to be a yes, and that's okay. But I want to get to a point where most of my days are yeses because I took those chances. I put in the work. I set those goals and I accomplished them. And then I'll get to those yes days more often. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys gained something from it. No matter how big or small, I hope you took something away from this video. Please note that people like us can have the things that we desire. We deserve those things. We are worthy of having those things, whatever those things look like for you. The career, the job, the husband, the kids, the beautiful life. We deserve it. And don't let society or anybody who is a non-believer who pities themselves make you believe that you're undeserving, okay? We deserve it just as much as anybody else. Society will make you feel less than, but baby, understand that you are more than. Okay, that's all I got, because I will start preaching to y'all, and I'm not trying to do that. I didn't want to make this video super long. I just want to motivate you guys. I just want y'all to believe in yourselves, because there are times I know where this world will crush your dreams. As little girls, our dreams are crushed sometimes. Like, this is what my people come from. This is how we are set up. Like, it got to be more, and it is more. We just got to do the work, and we got to fight 10 times harder, unfortunately, but that's okay, because nothing can get in the way of God. And when you're a believer, you can accomplish any and everything. Okay, but that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Hit that red subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Ding ding. So you will be notified every single time I upload a video. Comment any video requests that you may have, any topics that you want me to touch on, talk about. Let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys in another one. Peace.